We finally made it to the last round of eSports qualifying. We are at Texas Motor Speedway for round 11. And this will be our last chance to break into the top 300. Of course, over 1,800 people trying at least one race of this series. But right now I sit 311. And I thought it would be cool to try and go for that top 300 spot. A couple bad finishes at Auto Club in Chicagoland especially preventing that, but I think a good result here could still give me a fighting chance. If Carson Hocevar can get a freaking cup win, surely I could have a chance at Texas, right? Into 3 and 4. Gotta take this a bit differently. It felt good all the way throughout. Had to back off a little bit on exit there. Car went a bit high, or, well, it's not going to matter anyway because I did a wrong gear shift. I'm not supposed to shift into 3 and 4. It's supposed to be only 1 or 2 shifts a lap. Shift out of 4, shift into 1. That's how it's supposed to go. But usually the first lap is always better than the second anyways, from when I was testing. Will Phillips on the pole again. He was the Michigan winner in our last race. Just needed half a tenth more and I could have gotten into the front row instead of Benjamin Dyer. Oh, well, Chris Schaff is now going to get the front row. Finally getting off pit road. Your pole sitter is Will Phillips. Only driver to get into the 29.0 range. Only 2 other drivers even got into the low 29s. That being Chris Schaff and Benjamin Dyer. Wayne Isbell also jumped us, and we're going to be forced to line up 5th. I have seen a couple other noticeable names in the field. Hunter Nason and Rhino Koglenberg. They're lining up 9th and 10th, respectively. Jeff Blankenship, the guy who tried to take us out of Michigan, had a terrible qualifying and lines up 21st. Suits him well. But now's not the time to dwell in that. We have to worry about the start coming up. The pace car will now come in. Hoping for a good jump here. Green flag at Texas Motor Speedway. Of course, there is dirty air to worry about. That's why I had to back off a bit. But can we get to the inside of a 7? Nope, not quite. Can't get down there quick enough. But a slightly different line out of 2 might help me out a bit. Well, we're putting that on hold. Caution is out already on lap 2. But we did gain 2 spots in all of that, so I'll definitely take that. Restarting on lap 6. Will Phillips still leading the way. Gonna watch for him to go. Timed it perfectly. We're gonna clear the 7 as well. Dirty Air's gonna make us wash up a little.
Come on, bro.
We were about to go side by side, and of course someone has to ruin it. And Chris Shaw seems to be involved in it. He was running 6th. Since we're on the outside, it's going to be a lot harder to time Will and go for any moves, so we better have something ready. And unfortunately, we didn't that time. I was noticing, revving his engine real high. Is he restarting in first gear? I thought we were revving up too high in first to like even think about that. I know revs in second gear are kind of low, but I didn't want to roast my engine. Big run in 3 and 4. He's going to protect the inside. Yeah, he definitely has a lot more grip on that inside. That's a much better line than what I did. I forgot. Why am I shifting up to 5th? I'm making the same stupid mistake. Supposed to shift down to 4th and then... God. Still somehow the fastest lapping after all that crap. There we go. Now we got shifting down. Staying close to his bumper. Gotta look after that right front tire too, especially in 1 and 2. Wow, I don't know if my front tires are wearing out. Just 15 laps in, but I felt some tightness on the exit 2. And that's causing the gap to be much more open. A little tightness in 3 and 4 as well. I'm already feeling the tires go away. Maybe if I have some clean air now, with Will being a bit more ahead, I could use that inside line more to regain momentum. Ooh, sideways suddenly. Right on the seam between the inside and inner middle. But now we're losing even more time to Will Phillips, while Benjamin Dyer is sniffing us down. Whoa, 7, real close there. I know if the inside open, my line was a bit off. This is going to be a problem right here. Yeah, we've lost second now. Something with the front tires. And the caution's out. Lap 21. So this might actually play to our advantage just a bit. If we can keep the tires cool down, not stress them out as much, we can time Will Phillips restart again and get back into second, maybe use some momentum heading out of 2, just like we tried to do the last time until that freaking caution came out. Maybe next caution as well, we'll take new tires and try to get the jump on them. Get ready. Let's do this. We do exactly that. Another good timing on the restart. Still a bit of tightness and dirty air. So we're not going to get as close out of 2. Once again, trying a slightly different line to not stress out the tires but stay close, and I missed. Again, the gear shifting is so worried about the car in front, I'm forgetting my shifting patterns. But at least we're still close. As long as we can keep finding like unique lines that can get cleaner air, that might be what helps us stay close to Will. Tires once again not really doing the trick. And Benjamin Dyer's once again sniffing us down. Not even able to reach the inside before like I used to. Gotta watch my steering inputs very carefully as well. Just a slight input can actually wear up the tires even more. The 7 once again looks low. He just has so much more grip down there, and I cannot reach the line. I feel like I have to slow down a ton more and lose time just to reach the bottom lane in 1 and 2. But if the middle lane is actually losing that much, then I'm going to go back to the inside again and just see if I can gain anything else.
I don't want to be too rough. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Was that foreshadowing? I think that was foreshadowing right there. But yeah, this is an obvious time to like take a pit stop.
Well, there goes my day. Have a good one, guys.
Chris Schaff once again involved in one. I'm gonna try back off just a bit, try to stay behind the 7 just so we can have a clear entry in. But no, he's gonna slow down even more.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
And makes us overshoot the frickin' box. Dude, come on! Dude, like, why do you have to frickin' slow everyone else down? All because you want to prioritize your race. And look at that, we lose a spot to Wayne Isbell, all because of that. We were going to be in prime freaking spot, but no. Benjamin has to slow down, block us on the freaking pit. And who are these two up ahead? Wonder if they're staying out on old tires. Never mind, those are lapped cars, so... I was honestly thinking we could use them as like some sort of pick, so like we could like jump high, take a risk, pass all of them, and maybe be the leading car with new tires. But once again, it's foiled. I also made a tire adjustment to the rears just to try and have the rear end swing out a bit more and you know, just try to prevent the left or the fronts from wearing out so much. Try to make the rear tires do some of the work. Restarting right about now. And it's once again the 7 car having a slow start. Suits him right. Should have some slipstream to get clear of Wayne. Down the back straightaway, I'll shift up into 5th gear just for the extra speed. But it's not going to be enough. Whoa, Wayne. Careful there. $17 now diving low. That's Josh. How the... He's got to be pushing. There's no way he could just send it down there that fast. And now the lap car is going to hold up Wayne. Am I going to get held up too? Come on. And caution's out on lap 48. If we could have gone around or like stay in front of Wayne, and even with Josh passing us, we would have stayed in 3rd or could have restarted on the front row next time around. So it's once again just a compound effect leading to worse positions. 49 laps left, just past halfway. Off we go, green flag. Trying to give Wayne a bit of a push so he can clear. Woo, 17, having to leave a bit of space for him. He got a bit squirrely. But we survive. Now it's up to Will and Wayne to battle for the lead. Caution's out on lap 55. Once again, something happening back there, but we're still not quite close enough for a pit window. We could risk it here, but all out tires for a 45 lap run, and if the caution comes out late, we are absolutely screwed. 42 to go at the line. Let's see if we can try to challenge Will Phillips again, as Benjamin is beating on my bumper for no reason. That's definitely protestable. Still trying to chase him down the back straightaway into 1. Lap car might play a factor. Paul James kind of in the way. And he is still not getting out of Will Phillips' way. Oh, he's straight up blocking him. Look at that. I know it's helping me close in, but it's kind of stupid that leader's having to lose time that way. If I were Will, I would have dumped him. All this blocking is helping me close in quite a bit. Oh, why am I hitting the wall? Come on. At least we don't have damage. Little frame freeze, making me slide around a little bit. But yeah, 2 car is also going to be a complete hassle to me. So,
'Cause people out of there in front of you.
And also, I'm confused how he actually has that much grip on the high side. Is he on newer tires of some sort? Gonna nudge him out of the way. There we go. No, 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 no. Oh, I got sideways. No, for no freaking reason. And now we're gonna drop back to third. And it's that same seam on the line. Well, great. It's now something me and Josh has to deal with. Josh is way wide. Two is caught out, hits the wall. And finally, we don't have to deal with the two anymore. But we will need a caution to have any sort of hope now in this race. We are kind of stuck back here as Josh once again running wide. Out of two. Josh once again with a bad run in turn two. That's going to help me get the inside. We're back into second. We still need a caution though at some point. There's no way we can close in on the leader on pure speed. As much as I want to, there's no chance in hell now. We need a caution to close things back up, take new tires, and maybe another adjustment to the tires. Because I feel like it's helping quite a bit, that rear tire adjustment. Maybe a bit more will help me go a bit faster. Seeing Josh lose another spot, going wide. Benjamin Dyer now up to third. If he closes in, we're going to have to defend our position quite a bit. And someone is slow up here, Jordan Pruitt. I was going to say Pruitt for a second, but there's no R. Oh, just exactly what I wanted. A caution. And we're going to bunch back up the field. And assuming everyone comes in, we'll have just under 20 laps of racing.
Hey, 2, you should have sped the up.
2, 1, right here.
Very good stop. Now we shift down to first gear and wait. All we need is tires. We're not taking any more fuel. We don't need fuel.
Check it out. That's it, go. Let's hit the cars. Make the line, the rest of the
Will do.
line up single file. Pass the
I don't see anyone else staying out though. And once again, it's two lapped cars in front of us. But that's just going to mean me and Will on the front row. We got to really race hard here to even have a shot at the lead. Will always has the advantage on the starts, I feel like.
Thank you.
And wait, past the 5 wide. Past this. What is going on?
Fine. Hey, Will, did you get a penalty?
Yeah, I was speeding.
No freaking way! Will choked it with a speeding penalty. That is.
At least you didn't get a stop and go. And 2 didn't go. Just catch up to the pace car.
Alright, man, we're going green next time.
That's unfreaking real. But it's still able to be second, so I think someone up here stayed. Nope, now it's putting me in first.
Alright, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not
And now we can't go green for some reason.
Alright, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
I don't really know why. Like, I know the lap cars going ahead were a bit of a mess, but they're now clear of the pace car. Wow, I'm really fluking my way into first place again. This reminds me of Homestead. Lapped car dumping the leader. And somehow we still didn't win that race, all because I guess the line we chose went bad. But now what we're going to need to hope for is guys behind the battle, because Benjamin always seems to have a pace to catch back up to me and maybe even go for a pass. What I'm hoping for is that with more tire adjustments that I took under the pit stop, left tires will work a bit more, take on a bit more of a wear instead of a right side so that we can turn easier. Just hope that it doesn't result in another near spin that we had earlier in the race, which dropped me down to third. Feeling like a nervous wreck right now. 17 laps left. Getting real close for second back there between Josh and Benjamin.
I'm pitting this lap. I'm pitting.
Only have 3/10 of a second to Benjamin, so we're going to have to make this work. Oh!
How many times does that dude have to say he's going to go to pits and we don't know how to let him over? Now everyone's bummed. Wow. Just wow.
Christopher losing it at the people. I don't know who the exact cause was, but multiple drivers seem to be out of it. Everson, Lima, Toby, Kirk, Anthony North. Actually, I don't think Anthony Norfolk was involved in it, but a caution's out early as soon as we were about to find out if we truly have the pace against Benjamin. 12 laps to go. Benjamin Dyer, Josh Maxdorf, Ryan Weistart, all stalking. It was a good jump on the restart. But can we hold the same pace all the way around for 12 laps? You're side by side behind for second. That should help out a bit. Open up the gap. But still, something about 1 and 2, I guess the car doesn't like. I'm missing my shifting patterns again, getting overwhelmed. We're inside 10 to go. I think Josh ran freaking wide there. Saw him losing out a ton. Oh, he caught the dirty air. I was taking the exit like normal, but Benjamin pushed it too hard. Wonder if he'll have damage now. And Josh is still stalking behind him as we have 8 to go. I feel like every time Benjamin gets close, he loses a bunch of time on exit all because of that dirty air again. Five laps left. We just need to survive 5 more laps of this. No, 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 no! God, no! I screwed it up! No! I screwed it up with getting slightly loose on exit. My God. Oh, and now because of the dirty air, we're gonna frickin' not be able to compete with these two. And another hit on the wall. Of course, of course. Just randomly get loose for no reason. And make me lose the race. My God, now I really have wheel damage. How does it get so tight suddenly? I'm still like way far behind them. And I still get dirty air. My God, just... car losing control so slightly and then... and we have to finish third, all because of that.
There you go, man. Good job, driver.
I have to see a replay of what freaking happened there. Just,
Good win, Will. You were coming like a bat out of hell.
yeah, he was. So here's that run again, just going through the turn, taking it like normal, and there, just suddenly losing grip. And then, even though I felt like we didn't lose that much, 7 just comes out of nowhere on the outside. Will takes over the inside. And then as we have the backstretch run, just again, not able to stay close at all. And unfortunately, after this race, we weren't able to crack the top 300. We were 20 points back. Kyle Brummett instead gets that honor. And it wasn't just the Texas race, though. Even if we didn't make that mistake in 3 and 4 or whatever that slippage was caused by, because of the bad results at Auto Club and Bristol especially, we actually would have gotten the top 300 if those results didn't happen. And luckily Chicagoland was the drop race. I did say it before, only the top 10 results are counted. The worst one is actually dropped. But still, Auto Club and Bristol seem to be the ones that really cost us the top 300. But anyways, thank you all for sticking around throughout this series. It was a lot of fun to try out eSports qualifying for the first time. And somehow we got through all 11 rounds, picked up a couple victories, some really good finishes. Still, just if a few things were different throughout the series, just the end result, what could have been. And thank you all for sticking around. If you want to see more iRacing content like this, please like and subscribe. It'll mean a lot to the channel. See you all another time.